lost competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
It's Henry, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
To
Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
The score, Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Well, just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need some.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chase Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. It's a foot race. 20. gets this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit, but maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chase Young. And the Bronco defense comes up big. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Able to find Isabella. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
37-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Mayfield now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, going for Jefferson down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Justin Jefferson, 57 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And 9.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to let it go deep. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by about 10 minutes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier, Carl Lawson on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive,
4 yards.
it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15.
Ball carrier.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Taken down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This time, Burrow will look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down
At their
and
own
10.
22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 42-yard line.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow will throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to air one out. Intercepted yet again. Picked up by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got him in. Complete. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown through.
Well, he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Denver.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They got him in. It's Woods. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably find one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his man Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Well, This is Hilton on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Escaping the pressure right. And be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Montez Sweat. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side. And marking down way up close to the 30 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Denver.
1st down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
And
that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring.